Do you think World War III won't happen? Well, think again. More tanks are being built than ever, borders are locking down, and billions of dollars are being spent on new war machines while you're at home watching TV. These 10 countries aren't just sitting down, they're prepping for the absolute worst. Number one is probably the most worrying. If you want to know how to prepare yourself, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Number 10, Poland. Poland is not messing around. It has been true historic battlefields before. Because of its location between Russia and Europe, they will be the first to react if Russia attacks, and they know it. That's why they're not wasting time. New bunkers and defense stations are being built fast. They are buying new tanks, upgrading missile defenses, and ordering F-35 jets like it's Black Friday. Military bases are being set up all across the country faster than ever before. They are increasing their army, training more soldiers, and preparing the population. Thousands of civilians have signed up to learn basic combat. Some schools are now including basic weapon training in their education. People are being shown how to survive an attack, how to move in a war zone, and how to support the army. Poland is taking this seriously. They are also working closely with NATO, pushing for stronger defense lines in the east. Ammunition and food are being stored in underground locations. Everything is being prepared for the worst-case scenario. Poland is not planning to sit back and watch. If war comes to Europe, they plan to be ready before it even starts. Number 9, South Korea. We all know the Western tensions, but many are not talking about the Asian side of things. In South Korea, the situation is just as serious. They live under constant threat. North Korea is right there, armed, unpredictable, and always testing missiles. In South Korea, preparation is not optional. It's daily life. New defense systems are being installed. Anti-missile tech, surveillance systems, and early warning radars are being upgraded constantly. Their army is always on standby. Military drills are happening more and more, and they're not just for the army. Civilians take part too. Gas masks, evacuation routes, shelter maps. Everybody knows them. Schools practice bomb drills. Offices do lockdowns. South Korea is also working with the U.S. more than ever. Joint military exercises are bigger, longer, and more intense. They're also investing in new weapons, advanced fighter jets, naval defense systems, and cyber warfare tools. The country knows a war could start in minutes, and they are trying to be ready for that moment. There is no time to relax. The threat is real, and it's always close. South Korea is not ignoring it. They're preparing for the worst, just in case it becomes reality. Number 8, Israel. Israel is always on alert. Unlike many countries that prepare for a possible war, Israel is already living in one. The threats are constant from multiple directions: Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Iran. It never stops. That's why Israel doesn't wait. It acts, fast and without warning. New missile defense systems like the Iron Dome are being improved. But that's not all. They're also using the Arrow and David Sling systems, built to stop everything from short-range rockets to long-range missiles. Fighter jets are always ready. Drones, tanks, special forces, all active, all in motion. They are also preparing the public. Shelters are built into homes, schools, malls, and even bus stops. Civilians know what to do when the sirens go off. Kids are trained to move quickly. Families know exactly where the closest shelter is. This is not theory. It's routine. On top of that, Israel is constantly improving its intelligence. Satellites, spies, cyber units, they want to know about threats before they happen. Their Air Force runs missions outside the country almost weekly. Strikes on weapon convoys, secret facilities, and enemy leaders are not rare. Israel is not just defending, it's staying ahead. It knows what's coming, and it's already getting ready for the next round. Number 7, Ukraine. Ukraine doesn't need to prepare for war. It's already in one. Since 2022, the country has been in full-scale defense mode. Cities have turned into battlegrounds. Civilians have turned into soldiers. Every day is about survival, and every hour counts. They are fighting with everything they've got. Old Soviet tanks, Western equipment, homemade drones. It doesn't matter. If it works, they use it. They're getting support from NATO countries, weapons, training, intelligence. But at the end of the day, it's Ukrainians holding the front lines. New recruits are being trained daily. From young men to retired workers, everyone is stepping in. Volunteers from other countries are also joining the fight. Schools are shut down in many areas. Infrastructure is damaged. But the resistance hasn't stopped. It keeps growing. Underground bunkers, trench systems, and mobile units are all over the country. Cities are covered in anti-drone nets and defense checkpoints. Every street, every building, every field is part of the strategy. This isn't just a military effort. It's the whole country standing up. Ukraine is not backing down. They are adapting, learning, and pushing back. Even under constant attack, they are preparing for the next move because they know this war is not ending soon. Number 6, Taiwan. Taiwan is in a dangerous spot. The threat from China is clear, and it's growing. Military planes crossing into Taiwan's airspace, Navy ships circling the island, cyber attacks hitting every week. This is not just pressure, it's preparation, and Taiwan knows it. They are getting ready for a possible invasion. New missile systems are being installed. Anti-air and anti-ship weapons are being placed along the coast. They are buying drones, radar tech, and training their pilots for fast response strikes. The military is doing constant drills, on land, at sea, and in the air. But it's not just the army. Civilians are part of this too. More people are signing up for defense programs. Some are learning how to use weapons. Others are training in survival, rescue, or communications. Taiwan is building a full defense network, not just with soldiers, but with the population. They are also working closely with allies. The U.S. is sending weapons, training, and support. Japan is watching closely. Australia is involved. Taiwan is not isolated, but they also know that if something happens, they'll be the first ones hit. So they're not waiting. They're preparing for war like it could start tomorrow, because in their case, it actually could. Number 5, United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is not acting like a peaceful island anymore. The government knows that Europe is not safe, and they're preparing fast. Military budgets are going up. New defense projects are being approved without delay. The UK is moving back into war mode. They're rebuilding their army numbers. More soldiers are being trained. Old bases are being reopened. New submarines and warships are being added to the Navy. Their nuclear submarines are always on patrol, silent, hidden, and ready. The Air Force is getting upgrades too. F-35 jets, surveillance aircraft, and refueling planes are now fully active across Europe. The UK is not doing this alone. They are sending weapons to Ukraine, running joint drills with NATO, and stationing troops in Eastern Europe. Their special forces are active, their intelligence services are focused, and their cyber units are working around the clock. At home, the public is starting to see signs too. Emergency services are doing large-scale simulations. The government is running quiet campaigns to prepare cities for potential attacks. Power cuts, supply issues, evacuation plans. They're not saying it loud, but they are getting ready. The UK sees what's coming, and they're not going to be caught off guard. Number 4, India. India is on high alert. It's not just the border with China. They've got issues with Pakistan too. Tensions are rising, and they know it. India is a massive country, but it's surrounded by threats, and they're making sure their defenses are ready. The military is getting stronger by the day. New fighter jets, tanks, and artillery are being rolled out. They've been upgrading their missile systems and developing their own tech, like the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. India isn't waiting for someone else to defend them. They're building their own power. The army is being increased too. Thousands of new recruits are joining. Special forces are constantly running drills in the mountains and deserts. Urban warfare training is happening in cities across the country. India has been focusing on cyber defense, nuclear readiness, and surveillance. Satellite systems are in place to track every move along their borders. They've been increasing their presence in the Indian Ocean too. The population is prepared. Civilians know that if conflict breaks out, they will need to step up. Emergency drills happen regularly. Shelters are stocked, and plans are in place. India isn't just talking defense, it's making sure everyone is ready for what might come. Number 3, Japan. Japan has been living with tension for years, but now they're taking it to the next level. With China growing in power and North Korea showing no signs of slowing down, Japan knows it can't stay passive anymore. They are heavily investing in their military again. New weapon systems, advanced radar tech, and more powerful missile defense systems are being put in place. Their self-defense forces are getting modernized equipment, new submarines, advanced drones, and stealth jets. Japan is shifting from purely defensive to offensive capability. Military drills are happening more often, and not just for the Army. The Navy and Air Force are running joint operations with the U.S. and other allies. They've been increasing the number of training exercises and are focusing on improving readiness in a potential conflict zone, especially near the South China Sea. Japan's civilian population is also being prepared. Emergency drills are standard practice. Earthquake, tsunami, and now military attack simulations. People are learning about basic survival tactics, how to recognize threats, and where to find shelter. Japan is also focusing on cybersecurity. They're aware that a digital attack could cripple the country as much as a physical one. They are hardening their systems and making sure their military can respond in cyberspace as fast as on the ground. Japan is no longer waiting. The country knows it's time to get ready. If things go south, they won't be caught off guard. Number 2, Russia. Russia is not sitting around waiting for things to go wrong. They're making sure they're ready for everything. The country is in constant preparation mode. With tensions rising with NATO, Ukraine, and even China, Russia knows that a major conflict is always one misstep away. They've been rapidly expanding and modernizing their military. New tanks, missiles, and fighter jets are being deployed at a faster pace than ever. Their nuclear arsenal is being upgraded. Russia is not just strengthening its ground forces, they're focusing on all-out power, from air superiority to missile defense systems. The Army is constantly running drills. They've been practicing everything from large-scale ground battles to precision strikes. New bases are popping up all over the country, especially in the East and Arctic regions, preparing for future conflicts on multiple fronts. They're also using their vast landscape to their advantage. Underground bunkers, secret storage sites, and mobile weapon systems are spread out across the country. Russia is focusing heavily on cyber warfare. They know that digital attacks can disable entire countries without a single shot being fired. Their hacking units are more active than ever, and their intelligence agencies are gathering information all over the world. But it's not just about technology and training, it's about mindset. Russia has been preparing its citizens too. Emergency drills are happening regularly, civil defense organizations are getting stronger, and people are aware of the risks. Russia is gearing up for whatever might come next. They're making sure that, when the time comes, they're ready for war. Number 1, United States. The United States has been preparing for war for decades. The size and scope of their military is unmatched. With threats rising from every direction, Russia, China, the Middle East, they are constantly building, upgrading, and training. They don't wait for conflict. They plan for it. The U.S. military is the most advanced in the world. New fighter jets, tanks, ships, and submarines are being added regularly. They are developing new technology at a rapid pace. Laser weapons, hypersonic missiles, and artificial intelligence systems are just a few of the things in the works. The U.S. military is not just keeping up, it's staying ahead. But it's not just about technology. The U.S. has the largest and most well-trained military in the world. Their troops are constantly in the field, running drills from desert combat to Arctic warfare. Special forces, cyber units, and intelligence agencies are operating around the globe. They're preparing for conflict everywhere, from the oceans to space. The U.S. is also strengthening its global alliances. NATO is stronger than ever, and the U.S. is sending more troops to key locations in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. They are also building up their presence in the Indo-Pacific to counter China's growing influence. At home, the country is preparing too. National Guard units are training in every state, civilian defense systems are being tested, and emergency preparedness is being ramped up. People are being shown how to react to cyber attacks, power outages, and large-scale disasters. The United States knows that war could break out at any moment, and when it does, they want to be ready for it, no matter where, no matter when. These 10 are ready World War III, but are you ready? Let us know down below. Next, make sure to like and subscribe so you know the latest news on the world.